My name's Joni Markel, and this is Melissa Clagg and Judy Roberts, and we are court reporters at the Champaign County Courthouse. We're in the courtroom right now, and what we do in the courtroom is we type down every word that is said by the judge, by the witnesses, by the attorneys, and we put them into transcript form. Melissa is writing right now while I'm speaking, and it's coming up instantly on her computer screen, and I believe you're going to see a shot of that later on. We are licensed by the state of Illinois, and we have to pass a test at 225 words a minute, which is different from typing on a regular computer keyboard. Our keyboards are a lot different. We have to attend a vocational school, and you actually don't even have to graduate to become a court reporter. You just have to get your speed up to a certain speed with a percentage of accuracy, and then you can become a court reporter in the state of Illinois. The demand right now for court reporters in the state of Illinois is very high. Court reporters are retiring, and we don't have people to replace them. So we are really trying to recruit court reporters. To be a court reporter, you don't have to work in a courthouse. You can also freelance, go to law firms and take depositions. The closed captioning that you see at the bottom of the TV screen, that is a court reporter doing that. We know a court reporter that actually closed captions for the St. Louis Cardinals ball games, and you'll see her writing come up on the Jumbotron at the St. Louis Cardinals arena. The pay, you can start out at $40,000 is probably the average starting pay, and it can go up to 3 digits if you're here long enough. And you also get paid for your transcripts per page, so that's also extra income that you can earn here. It's a very interesting job. You never hear this, all the facts of the cases are always different. It can be very interesting. We have a lot of expert witnesses. We have scientists. We have coroners that come in and testify about, what they find in certain kinds of cases. We deal with a lot of different accents that people have, which can be difficult. To do this job, you have to be able to sit still for a while and not say anything. You can't show any facial expressions. You have to be a good typist, a good speller. Melissa's going to explain a little bit about our machine, the actual machine.
This is one of the old and original steno machines. Started back in 1900s. And you can see back then it was the paper tape that when we pressed the keys it would imprint letters on it, and so we would read the paper tape. Present day, here is the new improved steno machine. No paper tape. Everything we type on it is imprinted on an SD card. And so when we type, we are pressing multiple keys at once, just like you would on a piano. We have 23 keys on the steno machine, and as you see, there are no letters on there like you would see on a typewriter keyboard. Here's a screenshot of what our keyboard would look like if we had the letters on there. We have 23 keys. We have the beginning sound consonants on the left side, the ending sound consonants on the right side, and then we have the vowels. And you can see there's no I. So depressing the E and the U together to us represents the I. So if we wanted to write the word sit, we would write S, hit the E and the U at the same time, and T. And that tells us sit. If we wanted to write sat, we depress the S, the A, and the T at the same time, and it spells sat. And I will show you here. So when we type, this is the real-time display that comes up, just like it would in closed captioning. These are our replacing what we had of our paper notes. So now the technology just shows us what it looks like on paper. So now if I were to write the word sit, it comes up S-I-T, but over here it shows what it looks like in steno, the S, the EU, and the T. And then if I write sat, the next line, it comes up with S-A-T and writes sat. Every court reporter has their own dictionary, and that's the software has capability of a reporter's own software, own dictionary. And so if we write a word a certain way, another reporter may not write it the same way. So we can tell the software how to write that word, how we want to write it. There's a common phrase that we say here at the courthouse, genetic marker grouping analysis fee. I wrote that in one stroke. So this group of letters here represents the G sound, then the A and the F, and that's just like a shortcut in writing. I mean, even like in texting, you have shortcuts. And so that's kind of one of our shortcuts. It just comes up automatically. A lot of people ask how long it takes to go through school and to learn this profession. It takes about 3 months to learn the theory of it, the actual foundation of the keys and the workings of it. And then it takes, it depends on the person, somewhere around a year or two or even longer. Depends on how much time they devote to it. And it's speed building, and it's practice. You have to practice every day. It takes a lot of devotion, a lot of motivation, a lot of drive to get to the end. You can be a fast typist, but if you don't have the drive to do it, you're not going to succeed. So it does take some determination. As far as schools, a lot of schools these days are online. There are some that you attend in person, but a lot of them now are online. And the good part about that is you can take your class anytime you want. If you want to work on this at 2 a.m., you can do it then. The downside is you have to be disciplined at working and doing your own schoolwork and working alone. Because basically when you get to a court reporter, that's what you're going to be doing, is it's all on you to get your work product done and typed up and sent out to where it needs to go.